Hey guys, I hope you're doing well out there today. So today's lesson topic is going to be on motifs and building a kind of rhythmic structure to your improvisation so you can sound like it's kind of got a beginning, middle, end to your playing rather than just endless noodling over a backing track or in a live situation, okay? So I'm going to show you how to build up your improvisation. Before I do get on with the lesson, if you do like what I do, please think about subscribing to my channel by hitting the subscribe button below. Give this video a thumbs up, it really does help out. And please write a comment. What have you made of this lesson, or what will you make of this lesson? What have you made of my previous lessons, and what do you want to see from me in the future? So when it comes to improvisation, I think a lot of people get stuck because they just kind of noodle over it and they don't have any direction, okay? So I'm going to show you how to get that direction to start with. And that's a simple way to start, okay? We're just going to be taking a group of 3 or 4 notes and turning it into a motif. So it gives the listener a kind of a catchy grasp of what we're doing. We want to build that beginning, middle, end. We want to build those layers, okay? So first things first, we want to try and just repeat a rhythmic value, okay? Using the scales that we need to know. So in this case, it's in the key of E minor, this track. I will post the backing track below in a Dropbox as well, so you can download that. Okay, so it's in E minor, so I'm thinking E minor pentatonic, E Dorian, E natural minor, that kind of thing. But almost like the notes aren't important, I'm just going to use the notes that I need to use to make it, you know, sound okay with the ear. But the most important thing is the rhythm, okay? So what I'm going to do to start is just take a 3 or 4 note kind of rhythmic thing and just start repeating it, but within the scale I need to use. So I might just go something like ba ba da da. So that's the most important thing. Okay, so if I was to take the root note of this and just go E, and then what I'm going to do is just manipulate that and use the scale that I know and want to use in this and just take that around the scale. So it might sound something like this. That kind of thing. So if I play that kind of over the track now, you get an idea of what I'm trying to do. Okay, so remember it's ba da da da, ba da da da. See, so already in my improv there, it's kind of got a structure to it. Okay, maybe we're not quite there yet with the full structure we want, but it's got some rhythm to it, okay? I'm not just noodling endlessly, okay? Having that rhythm there is giving the listener, and you as well, really, the development and the opportunity to go further with it. So the next thing we want to do, so I'm calling this part 2 now, is using the same rhythm, okay? But what I'm going to do is repeat the idea I've just previously played. So say if I just take this idea, okay, so I'm just going to use that. So that's the same rhythm as I used it before, but I'm just going to repeat that idea, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all well and good, but we don't want to do that all the time. So now what you want to try is repeat the phrase, but maybe just change an odd little bit about it. So I might just change the end note. I might change the way I start the note. Okay, so I might play it on a different beat. I may slide into the note to begin with. I might bend. All these little nuances, okay, these are really going to add up to how you improvise. So firstly, what I'll do is I'll go. Second time round, I might go. Okay, so I've just changed that end note. Then I might repeat it again. So I'm away then, it's kind of building a kind of story, a narrative. And then on the 4th time round, so that was 3 times of one thing, variation. And on the 4th bar, I might just play something totally different and sort of conclude the idea, okay? So I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here we go. You see there, I took a kind of motif that I had and I built a kind of different idea each time, and that way you were building a kind of story. Scott Henderson talks about this in one of his early videos, one of the early VHS videos I had, and that was such that clicked for me so much, because it just showed me that I didn't have to think too hard. Just think of 2 or 3 or 4 notes and then you build on from that. So I think it's really important that you take a little motif and just develop it from there into your improv. And like I say, there's so many different ways that you can play something so simple. So like here when I went, what did I play? That first note, instead of me playing that flat 3 there of E, I might bend up from the 9 and go, something like that. There's so many different ways of playing the same notes and the same rhythm. So when I started on this flat 3 of E here, I might change it and I might slide into it. These sorts of things you have to try and test out. So if I just give that a go over the track now, I'm playing with limitations, and this is such a great way of being more creative. Okay, so my phrase was this, right? 1, 2, 3. So get used to that. Then I might change it and bend the first note. I might bend the end note into it now. So I think, there's so many different ways to do this. So it may not work the first time like that, but it's trial and error. And this is how you get the little nuances into your improvisations. Just try and start with 3 or 4 notes, set of notes, with a kind of rhythm, and see how many different ways you can play them. That's another way to try and develop your improvisation into something a bit more exciting, okay? So I'll just have a little play around with some of the little bits now, and just rhythm, and you hear what I mean. I might change the rhythm up, do like a 3 bar kind of repetition, and then change it on the 4th bar to something different. I don't know. Just have a listen and listen out for those little motifs that I might try and use. Anyway, you get the idea. Like, putting these to practice and these exercises to use, like that was kind of an exercise I was trying to do there. Really, when I improvise, I'm not thinking at all. There I was, a bit, I was trying to think for you guys, like what would be easy to get across there. And it is tricky. You need to practice these things in isolation, okay? But just taking those small little nuggets of notes, it's really going to help you build a good improv. And I think the hardest part of the improv is the start, how people start and how they go from there. But if you can develop with a simple kind of 3 or 4 note idea to begin with, and then just repeat your ideas. Don't be afraid to repeat. It's really going to help you build and lay it up. I hope that helps. I hope that comes across as a simple but an effective way on improving your improvisations. Anyway, guys, I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, please subscribe to my channel if you would like. Also, write a comment down below. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these over the next few weeks and months. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.